KUGAN CASSIUS right from London. We're at Wembley Arena here for Frank Warren's announcement of Behind Enemy Lines, June the 15th at Wembley, fighting on the bill for the vacant British super middleweight title. Paul Smith and Tony Dodson. How are you, Paul?
Not bad, mate, you?
I'm very well. So you still fight then?
I still fight, yeah, believe it or not. I've been fucking waiting long enough, haven't I? But finally it's happening. I've got the fight that I want, or the title that I want. You know, I didn't mind who it was as long as I was fighting for the British. It was originally meant to be Kenny Anderson. He had to vacate, so it's me against Tony Dodson. Now the purse bids are won by Frank, and I've been waiting a long time to get in there. But yeah, I'm not just a commentator and helping out in the corner. I actually do fight, and that's what I want to do on June 15th.
I know we spoke about this many times before, but just touch on it again about how frustrating it's been for you to have not fought as often as you would have wanted to fight since you defeated George Groves.
It's crap. For the first 10 months, 8 months, I couldn't afford anyway. I broke my hands. I had 2 operations on. I had it bad, and I was on antibiotics for a long time with the infection that I got on my hands. So that's my fault. But from September onwards, I was asking for fights. I want to fight. There's just nothing out there, and it's just a case of I boxed in November because it was I had to fight to get a win under my belt, so I could be nominated to fight for the British title, which is what I want. You know, I don't want to be fighting 8 rounders just for the sake of it. I want to fight for the British title again. I want to win it outright. I want to crack on from there and try and get a European title fight, to try and get a rematch with the 2 kids that have beat me. But I can't do that unless I'm active, and I'm not active. I've sat around since November waiting to fight. I've wanted to fight, but there's just nothing doing. You know, that's how it is, and that's what I'm getting told. So I've just got to get on with it and wait my time. But now I've got my time. I've got to capitalise. I've got to get this title, and then, you know, make sure everything's sorted out for my future. And I've got a plan in place for winning the belt outright, and for cracking on and trying to get a European title fight.
Are you disappointed the fight wasn't actually in Liverpool and it is in London?
A little bit, yeah, but I'm only disappointed for me fans and me friends and my family. You know, I'm not bothered where the fight is. I said on Twitter yesterday when I put it out about the fight, you know, it could be in a phone box in the Isle of Man or somewhere. I'm not bothered as long as I get this fight and I get this belt back. That's all I'm after.
I know Frank sort of built it as some sort of grudge match, but it isn't really like that, is it?
It will be once the bell goes. It will be probably in the way, and it will be probably a week before the fight. You know, I like Tony as a fella, as a person, but I like my belt better, and I like my family and my kids better, and that's how it is. You know, I'll get in the ring as soon as the bell goes. I want to knock him out, and I'll try my best to do so. You know, it's sort of getting more as it goes closer to the fight. It's getting that stage now. You know, I've knocked him out about 15 times in the last 2 weeks when I've been running. You know, that's all's on my mind. Beating him, doing a job on him, and looking good and doing so. You know, I respect him as a fella. I like him as a fella. He's a good lad. He's been a mate since we boxed, but all that goes out the window. You know, it's everything to me, boxing. It's everything to me. It's my life, and this title means everything to me. And I want to retire from boxing, hopefully achieving a bit more than a British title. But if I can have that belt outright to give to me son when he's old, you know, it's a nice little gift for him, isn't it? And it's something that I want to do.
How much does the first fight come into consideration with regards to this fight?
Mentally, probably a bit. You know, I beat him when I couldn't have been anywhere to state with them cuts that I had. You know, I went out with a good game plan. First 30-40 seconds, I was boxing okay. Head smashed together, big gash opens up on my eye. You know, was a really bad cut, and the tactics went out the window. So it's just win by all costs. So, you know, for 5 rounds of that fight, I thought I was getting stopped anyway. You know, the second round, another cut opens up on my head. The third round, a big massive one, what needed about 12 stitches on its own, opens up right in the middle of my forehead. And the blood was just ridiculous. The fight, you know, Mick Williamson kept me in the fight. Mick Williamson won the fight for me. But from round 5, 6 onwards, it was a case of, you know what, I'm probably not going to get stopped here. So even if I am, maybe try and go out there winning. You know, I was just expecting a rematch straight away. That's all I kept thinking. Well, I'm going to get stopped on a cut, because the rule wasn't in back then over accidental leg cuts. I think it came in the January after that fight, possibly because of that fight and a few others that happened. I think if I beat him in that frame of mind, when I'm in a good frame of mind, and there'll be no cuts this time. You know, I'm a better fighter now. I fight different. I was too rash and too crude, too panicky trying to win. I'm a lot calmer and older and wiser now, and I'm a better fighter with Joe Gallagher. I've said that numerous times, and I just need that platform to show it. And I think this is going to be an ideal platform to show how much I've improved, and to work my best that I can and get my title back and look good doing so.
Okay, I'll run into your Stephen at the MGM Grand by the pool. where he's just casually sunbathing. Well, we both are sunbathing, to be honest, but my tan shows slightly better than Stephen's. So,
As
yeah.
you do, yeah.
And there's just loads of people just wondering about, just didn't know really where to look. There's a load of weirdos wondering about.
He said you had your Speedos on.
I did.
Did you?
I did. Like,
Speedos and a sarong, he said you had.
ooh, grass.
No, he FaceTimed me a few times from there, and we were FaceTiming him, asking him, you know, where he'd been, telling him what places to go. Only jealous, obviously, because we weren't there, but, you know, unfortunately he couldn't come with us last year when we went last summer, because he was waiting for the birth of his son, obviously. So this year we'll all get back there together. It was good that he's finally been and experienced it, and you know yourself, because you've been, there's nothing beats fight week in Vegas. I've never had the luxury and the pleasure of going for the Mayweather fight. I hope I do someday. But I've been there on a few fights, on Hatton fights when I've been involved in them as well. It's been unbelievable. Vegas it's a crazy place. It's brilliant. But I just love the States anyway. So I was a bit jealous of them, yeah.
Well, next time iFILM London are out there, maybe you can come as our cameraman.
Yeah, I
or
would.
Bag holder.
Yeah. Well, you've had more important cameramen than me recently, haven't you? I've been seeing your tweets, so if they can hold your camera, I'll have a go at that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. All you got to do is hold the camera, and then you're classed as a cameraman.
I haven't got a face to stand in front of a camera, have I?
Bit like all you got to do is talk bollocks, and you're classed as a commentator.
Flying in, aren't I?
No, but listen, no, we look forward to the fight. I'm glad it's in London, to be honest, because it's on our doorstep. We've been in Liverpool regardless anyway, so but the fact that it's in London, yeah.
It's good to be here, Kugan. I need a good win at this place. You know, the last time I was here, it wasn't too good a show, and it wasn't a happy night, and I've got many happy memories from it, you know, from what I remember. So I've got to put a good performance in here, create some good memories in this place, and go home with what I should have went home at last time.
Just finally, has anyone been annoying you on Twitter? Do you want to?
No, not really.
Someone's always annoying you on Twitter.
There's always someone, isn't he? But I think I give as good as I get now, don't I? I'm a bit of an arsehole myself on it when people start. You know,
really?
I'm starting to get mixed up, because some people are being nice, and I'm actually biting and thinking they're not. So I'm getting too paranoid. I'm getting like you, thinking everyone's out to get me.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS with Paul Smith for iFILM London. Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.